Hey, Cobras, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you guys here, and I hope you guys are doing well. The latest dev blog from Darkflow has revealed to us their plans for getting more silver orders to players, and the way they're doing this is through experience. Now, if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock or something like that, silver orders and the lack of them has been a pretty major discussion, especially for troops, with the last couple weeks. And that's really putting it mildly, that it's just been a discussion. It has been a pretty massive outcry overall for players. So they've, again, finally announced it, and it will be through experience. So every 25,000 experience, you will get a silver weapon order, and every 50,000 experience, you will get a silver order for a soldier. Now, the way this is phrased in the dev blog, I assume it means that at 50,000 XP, you should get a silver order and a troop order. If that is not the case, then I think Darkflow really needs to get ahead of it. Well, number one, I think they should do that. And number two, I think they need to get ahead of it. I think they need to let people know about that now. Because the way that bronze orders used to work is that it alternated. It was every 6,000 you would get one. So like but effectively it was every 3,000, right? So it would be like every 3,000 XP you would get a bronze order, but it would be like you'd get a weapon order, and then you'd get a troop order. So I don't know if it's rotating back and forth on this one and flip-flopping, or if it's just every 25,000. So like, you know, you just get it twice as much for weapon orders, which would make sense considering silver orders, you need significantly less troops versus weapons, because weapon silver orders increase over time, right? Like if you get a really late campaign weapon, it's going to cost you like 2 or 3 silver weapon orders, as opposed to just one silver order for early stuff. While troops, it's just always one, right? So you need more. So I hope that's how they're doing. I hope that it is just a, you know, every 25,000 you get them super often. That would be fantastic, and I think that is definitely the change that should happen. But again, it is not how it used to work with bronze orders, and I think that's something that should be mentioned here. But as always, you know, hope for the best. But this silver orders for XP will not be coming out until the rework for weapons. They're going to be changing weapons and upgrading weapons to make them work in the exact same way that troops do now, where you upgrade them for bronze orders, no more spare parts and things like that. And they will also be removing the random weapon order box, I'm assuming the same way they removed the random weapon order box for troops, or the random troop order box, excuse me. So if you don't have a whole lot of weapons and you're worried about this, then maybe pick up a couple random weapons and make sure you get at least, you know, you fill out your squads with M1 Garands and SVTs and everything in between and things like that, so you have those weapons when the time comes. Although again, if you're getting 25,000 XP for silver orders and stuff like that, you should be fine in regards to that. Now, my personal thoughts on this XP and this new system, a lot of people think that 50,000 XP is too much for these silver orders, and preemptively, before I've played, before I've talked to other players, and before I've, you know, just completely off the cuff, my first impression is that it's actually fine. It's not amazing. Maybe it would be better if it was slightly lower or something like that. And I don't think it would really break the game. But just for reference, guys, if the XP holds up at 180,000 XP all the way to level 40, and the campaign stops at level 40, that's going to be about 5 million XP to finish an entire campaign from 1 to 40. And so what this kind of means is, if you get 50,000, or if you get a silver order every 50,000 XP, then you're going to be getting about 100 silver orders for troops over the course of an entire campaign as you level up. And if you're a free-to-play player and you're only bringing 3 squads and say a tank squad, then I mean, you're really not spending that many silver orders, right? Even if they're all infantry squads and you're filling out your infantry squads with all troopers, that's still only what, like 27 troopers, and then, you know, like like maybe you got like, you know, like 4 assaulters and 3 gunners, right? It's still only, and 5 tankers, right? But you start with 3 tankers, so you only need like 2 more. So really, like, yeah, I guess you're kind of missing out on the later, like, assaulter 3s and stuff like that. But to be honest with you guys, like, you don't really need those upgraded assaulters until really late in the campaign. Like, assaulter 3s are when you should start upgrading stuff, and like trooper 3s, the tier 3 of stuff. I don't really think tier 2 is really worth it, and you can skip out, and you'll have a big bank of silver orders. So I think what's kind of going to happen is people are going to struggle for silver orders for a bit in the early campaigns. And then once you get to mid-campaign, you're going to have all your soldiers kind of decked out and you're going to be fine. And then once you get to the late campaign, you're going to end up spending a lot of those silver orders again to get those Assaulter 3s, to get those, you know, those Trooper 3s, those upgraded higher level troopers and soldiers and things like that. And then you're going to be starting to burn through, you know, your bronze orders and stuff like that. So I don't think it's that big of a deal, just off the cuff here. I don't think it's a big deal for the weapon orders either. I think it's kind of a mistake for them to not put these in immediately. It's weird to me because it seems like a very easy thing to just implement now and get on the good graces of the community. Like, doesn't seem like a hard thing to program. I don't know why they just didn't put it in now. It kind of signals to me that they're planning on implementing this new weapon order system very, very soon. So keep that in mind. Again, if you're wanting to pick up a lot of weapons through that random weapon box, although it's less of a big deal. So just keep that in mind going forward, as we're probably going to be seeing that change very, very soon. But that's it, guys. I don't really have anything else to go over. We're going to be getting that stuff soon. I think that 50,000 XP for a silver order for troops is fine, with a little, you know, question mark there of like, I don't know, maybe at the end of the day, you guys are going to tell me like, hey, Quadro, this is actually terrible. It's actually, you know, the worst thing ever because XYZ reason. And then I'm going to go, oh, right, you're right, I'm stupid. So let me know in the comments below, guys, your guys' thoughts on it. Again, my first impression is that it's not a big deal when you combine it with the battle pass and things like that. But again, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts down below. And as always, guys, like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Come follow me, twitch.tv/HeyQuadro. Join our community Discord. The link for that is down in the description below. And without anything else, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.